Don't mind me, boys. I'm just a blade of grass blowing in the wind.
Blowing in the wind.
Zombie apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Remy Xpress here with you. And for those of you who suffered the severe misfortune of missing this action on this gentleman's live stream, don't you worry. Remy's got your back. Welcome to today's episode, Snake on the Plains, the anatomy of a clutch with the one and only Average Sniper. Now, if you haven't seen the original video that he uploaded, you can see the action in its entirety over on his channel. The link will be provided in the description below. It was a super fun game, and I highly recommend that you guys go check it out. In fact, I'd make the same recommendation about the other videos and live streams on his channel. It's like if a rom-com met a Michael Bay movie and sired a Fast and the Furious franchise that also played PUBG. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll watch a lot of enemies die. It's a really good time over there, you guys, and there's a lot to be learned from this talented player as well. Do yourself a favor and check it out. Now, normally I wouldn't feature such a small YouTuber on my massive channel. I mean, we just hit 500 subs the other day, you guys. But I felt compelled to make an exception for Average due to the obscene amount of talent that he has and what a genuinely awesome human being he is. Now, as you can see, I was along for the ride with Average in this game after dying heroically from succumbing to injuries sustained earlier in the game as a result of my severe bullet allergy. Now, if you're passionate about PUBG, like I am, then like any other passion or pursuit, it's our responsibility to learn from the people who are doing it the best. And that's what we are here to do today. So, we are going to begin our coverage of this epic clutch with Average Sniper on the ground in the top 9, casually narrating his devious intentions.
Knocked a guy. I'm gonna have to kill you now, buddy. Sorry to do this. Look like you have good gear. I'm gonna have to take you out.
Good lord, how many shots is it going to take? Great kill.
Just a man in a ghillie suit. Trying to make an honest living.
Now, we talk a lot on my channel about the importance of being able to capitalize on every temporary tactical advantage in this game. And what we just saw is a great example of that in action. Average, being able to use the natural concealment provided by his ghillie suit, waits for the enemy in the open to be vulnerable after his fight and pounces. Although not being able to finish initially due to some great movement from his opponent, his mental fortitude and tactical awareness is on full display as he opts to capitalize on the advantage that he's already earned from damaging that enemy by pushing that fight. Now, this means that Average has to fight from a disadvantage in the open field, while his enemy has already moved and enjoys a rock for partial cover. Due to precise aim and good lateral movement, Average is able to finish the fight and eliminate a direct threat on his side of the circle. Now, the longer this fight goes, the better the chance that a third party gets involved. It is imperative that he finish this fight quickly. Playing aggressive is risky, but when you have the talent and the stones to pull it off, you can make it look a lot easier than it actually is. So after getting off the heals that he so desperately needed, he slowly, methodically makes his way over to that sweet, sweet loot. Now, this is a big no-no in most top 10 situations, and usually it's a great way to try out the wooden box simulator. But in this specific instance, I don't see much of a choice. Average has the advantage of the ghillie suit and doesn't have the armor or the boosts for the inevitably difficult and often technical encounters to come against two-man teams in the final circle.
I'm invisible. You motherfuckers can't see me at all.
Have I mentioned how fucking funny this guy is? And all of this, during this entire sequence here, he is narrating and singing while chat is interacting with us during the live stream. And that's something else that I have failed to mention thus far that is absolutely a component in this gameplay. And that is that the Average Sniper is playing in front of 800 people, and he is still keeping his composure. It's really amazing when you think about it. Now, what we're seeing right here is another nod to his tactical awareness in these situations. He notices the slightest bit of movement in the distance, and he hones in on a team of two who are hanging out and locking down the east side of the final circle. What a shot. Let's take another look at that. Now, after boosting up, the average sniper picks the perfect moment as this guy stops behind the rock to take a brilliant shot, which unfortunately and inexplicably was not a headshot on this guy, but certainly put him on notice that there is an average sniper in his midst. Now, you'll see a lot of people in this situation have a panic attack or a temper tantrum when they hit what they think is a headshot, and it'll take them off of their game when that person doesn't go down. But what we see from an excellent player here is a continuation of that strategy to put shots on these guys, put them on notice, get them moving, and now that they know that their position that they thought was safe in cover is no longer safe after he put shots on both of them, they are much more likely to make a mistake. At this point in the game, we find ourselves in a 2v2v1 situation in which the single player is attacking everything that moves. And just as I say that, Average notices movement coming in from the south, misses a sniper shot, gives up his position, and as a result has to jump up and finish the guy with an AK that he somehow turns into a laser. Trying to secure the kill, he's going to throw a grenade in that direction, and using great awareness, he's immediately going to take cover on the rock and turn his attention toward the two people he knows are on the east side of this field. Now look what happens when Average realizes that his grenade was somehow ineffective and he turns to finish the opponent. Average takes a shot from an unknown position with a sniper rifle that puts him in serious trouble. It is moments like these in which games of PUBG are won and lost. To borrow a quote from Alan Bergman, Average Sniper here stays as cool as the other side of the pillow as he heals and locates the opponent and delivers what can only be described as the firearm equivalent of a falcon punch to this poor guy trying to come in and finish his kill. In what started off as a 4v1 situation in the final circle, Average Sniper has put shots on every single player, killing 3 of the 4, and is now forced to move out into the open, reenacting his favorite scene from The Matrix as he dodges bullets to get to the dominant position in the circle. Now, it may be mid-October, but it's never too late for a barbecue. Knowing the position of the enemy, Average Sniper absolutely bombards his position with Molotov cocktails. Now, let's take a quick break and listen to what his opponent is thinking in this moment.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
And as the circle starts closing, this guy's worst nightmare is realized as he is forced out of his position of cover, and the Average Sniper moves to the left of the rock, takes aim, starts his momentum back the other way, leading the guy to believe he was going to appear on the right, but making the pro play and popping back out on the left side for the victory. Awareness, timing, excellent aim, they all coalesced for an outstanding clutch of a victory. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more from me, you hit that yellow button in the middle of this dude's junk. I'll see you next time. Remy, out.